So today's video, I'm doing outdoors for a change. And this is what I normally do, well, when I can, on a Saturday. I do a nice long walk and a dip in the pool. Except I am not going in the pool today because I had my booster jab this week and I am feeling a little bit rough. Mate will go in and show. But look, this is the dipping pool. And there's that little rubber ducky. You see the little rubber ducky? I'll splice some filming of me in this. In October, I think, was last time I went in. I've had a month off because I've had stuff on. But yeah, this is the dipping pool. It's about 4 foot deep and that water will be cold. Now, I'm going to pause it and switch the camera to me. Here we are. Right, so yeah. So my mate Carl's going in. I'm not. It's mizzling down with rain and I am trying to keep dry. But I've got my Andy's Man Club beanie on, which helps. Keeps the rain off my head. And you can see this. He says changing hands. This is Smile with Kyle t-shirt. And my jacket, my nice downline jacket to keep the rain off. So I have done this. And like I say, I've done it a few times. But just at the moment, I'm not going in today. It's not for me today. So yeah, we've got a few people around. Oh, so, you know, we've got a few people watching as well. It's yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'll pause it again. But I want to do this so it's not just me sitting in front of a computer in the missus' dressing gown. You know, try and do some slightly different films, different videos, different things of what we're doing. You know, that water is cold. That is cold today. I've done it. I'm just not, you know, it's not compulsory. You do a walk, you don't have to do it. It's not compulsory to do it, but I'm not fancying it today. I've got to stop off in Lidl on the way home and get some breakfast stuff. Get a bit of bacon and all that, and even cold, wet and horrible and I'll get a row off the missus if I go in. So yeah. But this is it. I mean, getting outside's just as important as sitting at home reading a book. It's all part of it. It's all part and parcel of doing what we do. You know, going outside, have a walk, stand out in the garden, get your feet in the grass. Just sort of, you know, barefoot in the grass is enough sometimes. Just doing something like that can be enough just to sort of lift your mood and lift your feeling and remind us we're not chained to an office chair or a factory thingy or whatever. So this, you know, I got a little bit hung up at one point. I got hung up on having like the best microphone I could afford and the best camera and best computer system, and it became a little bit, I was in danger of going down that all the gear, no idea. And I stopped that. I mean, I could do a decent webcam because it is a bit blurry and all that, but that's just me. So, and that's why I'm doing a lot of these morning videos on my phone. So I'm not getting stuck into that because it's about the content of what I'm putting out. And also needs to be a bit of decent quality as well. You know, but it is more about the content of what I'm putting out. You know, I had a talk this week and I've discussed a few things this week, and I discussed the backfire effect about how when you're trying to talk to people and converse with people, you know, it will actually have a physiological effect if you're challenging them. You know, that's something to bear in mind when talking and talking to people. And also the fact that, you know, I class myself as, I've got a duck here, I'm going to put follow in a minute, as a centrist. But we don't have the voice yet. But we're going to have the voice. We're going to be coming back in and saying this is what the centrists want. This is the balanced viewpoint. It's not all about the extremes of each side, the extremes of what this person's saying. It's not all about people like the Farages of the world, you know. But if you're not being heard and you're not, you know, you don't think you exist. And that's one of the reasons why I'm going to put the podcasty out. And I'm going to stop this again because I'm going to chuck this rubber duck to Kyle. Fucking left-handed throw, that was shit. At the moment, I'm doing a thing in my shower. I have a shower a few times a week, and at the end of the shower, I knock the switch over onto full cold. I started off doing 10 seconds. I'm up to about 70, a count of 70 in the shower. It's not the same as doing it this way. It's different, but it's better than nothing. And it does. Like hitting a bit of a reset switch on yourself. It's one of them, it's like having, you know, it's like having a really fine coffee or a really nice bit of something to eat or all the rest of it. It's not fuel, it's an experience. And yeah, having a minute or so in a cold shower, it's supposed to be good for you in so many different ways. I'm following Wim Hof on Twitter, you know, his stuff and all that, and it's a little bit Russell Brand. And I've got nothing against Russell Brand, actually. It's kind of sort of like some of the stuff he says, but I am not built like Russell Brand. I do not look like Russell Brand, as you can see. I am no Russell Brand. Let him do his thing, and I'm going to do mine. You know, and there's a thing at the moment about somebody complaining that he's bought a pub and he's cancelled their wedding, and you can't keep everybody happy all the time. I mean, but with that thing, I'm wondering, if it wasn't Russell Brand that had bought the pub, it was just somebody no one had ever heard of, would they have taken that story to the newspapers? Well, because it's Russell Brand and he's a public figure, they're taking that to the newspapers to try and get a bit of fame and notoriety and compensation and all the rest of it out of it. You know, that's the problem. You're a public figure, you're a target. You've got a big target on your back. People want something off you all the time. So you've got to be steadfast in your views, I suppose, and believe what you're saying. So yeah, today's video, I'm going to splice all this together when I get home, maybe, and put it out. Something different. Kind of suit a beanie, don't I? A suit a hat. better than this. See my unicorn horn there? It's really noticeable at the moment. That is a bone growth. You can see that? It is like a lump of bone. You can push on it as hard as you like, and it's hard. It doesn't give me any pain or anything. Like I call it, my unicorn horn. Anyway, that's enough for today. Peace out, everybody.